All right, guys, welcome to week 3 of Choose to Cruise. I'm super excited you're here. We're going to be talking about PRV tonight. So, with PRV, it is the base, it is the most important thing, it is the bread and butter, it is everything you need in this business to be successful. If you don't have PRV, you don't have anything, okay? So, with that being said, we have 2 of our top producers in sales in our entire group out of over 700 people coming to talk to y'all tonight about how they get their PRV. So if you are not taking notes, you might as well just go ahead and sign off because they're going to be sharing so much information that you need to be writing it down. I'm writing it down. Anya was like, I'm sad I'm missing this one. I can't wait to watch the replay because it's going to be so good. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to pass it over to Tara. She's going to get started for us tonight. And there you go.
All right. Thumbs up if you can hear me. Yay, thank you. All right, so again, I'm Tara, and I'm excited to be here. Of course, I love talking about this and just kind of hoping to give you a few pointers of what I've done for the past year. So I did start a year ago in August, so a whole year, and I'm a director now of Circle of Dreams. So I'm super proud of my team, and PRV has really always been just a strong point for me, as I am now, of course, working on the other 3 legs of success more, but this has just been a really strong foundation for my business. So how do I get it? It is the parties. From day one, from my launch party, I have always loved the concept of the party. I love meeting people. I love networking, building relationships through just a fun party. And so I really hit the ground running with that model and concept. And so I've always partied hard, like 6 to 8 per month. And I know, especially if you're new, that sounds really intense. And it is, it's a lot. But once you kind of get in a routine with it, it is manageable, and you'll see it feeds you. I mean, it just feeds you. And think about all that circle of people you meet, the join conversations you'll get to have. It really opens up your world in Scentsy, okay? So to narrow down our focus with PRV, I'm gonna just kind of start talking to you about how to kind of talk about it in general or have this conversation. So first you got to do is ask. Okay, I know you might be like, that's silly, but really sometimes people aren't asking. You have to ask. So these are just a few little pointers I have for asking. So like if you're just starting off, you could start in your circle, right, of friends and family and just be like, hey, would you like to earn some free Scentsy or a free and half off warmer, right? So just make it conversational. If it comes up and somebody wants to purchase a warmer from you, a lot of times, especially if they're new, yeah, I want that instant like order, right? But then I'm thinking long term. So I'm like, yes, that warmer is so cute, but how about we get it for you for half off or free? And so you see how then I lead into that conversation with having a party, right? And so try to just think, like when people come to you about Scentsy or asking questions, in your mind, try to think of ways to book a party with them, all right? So just making it conversational. I'm looking at my notes too, so just so you know what I'm looking at. Someone comments on like your photos. I know a lot of times people will comment on photos that I have, they like it, message them back, you know, and just kind of be like, oh my gosh, I love it too. You know, build that relationship and make it conversational, all right? I've also gone to really basic lately with how I ask, just going through like Facebook and scrolling, and I'll just message like 5 people. And lately I've just been saying, hey, have you ever had a Scentsy party? And, you know, that's short and sweet. And I've actually gotten more reaction from that than when in the past, you know, I'd sent like kind of a long paragraph and really try to make it so glamorous, but I realized people weren't really responding to that. So just make it short and sweet and simple, okay? And most of the time people have been like, no, I haven't, or no, but I've been thinking about it. So it always leads me to more of a conversation, okay? Scrolling down. looking at my notes. And then make sure to like when you are having a party, then you're also building those relationship with the people that are there. And so I know Mindy, I'm going to let her really talk about how she does the nominating the host. But I also do that. So that way, again, it opens up this whole new world of people and customers. And so, again, just don't overcomplicate it when you're thinking of it, because I still am having parties, even if slow month for me, maybe just 2K, maybe that's still a goal, right? To hit 2K a month. And I still have between 6 and 8 each month. So just try to think of those things to help you guys as well. Okay. The next little thing I have to talk about is follow up. So it's kind of twofold. Always, of course, follow up with your customers with orders, but I also follow up with people I've asked to host. So I have just a plain old Google document. And so just like when I've been having my join conversations, I'm also keeping track of who I asked to party, because most of the time people they'll be like, no, I can't right now, but maybe in the fall, or I'm just really busy right now. I just don't think I have time. So I always try to say, that's fine. I know you have a lot going on. I'll check back in with you in a few weeks. And they always usually put, okay, that's fine. Well, make sure you follow up with that, because, we all get busy. So I just keep track of it on a Google Doc, to make sure I follow up with Meredith in 2 weeks that she is kind of on the fence. She might have a party with me. Okay, so that's huge too, to make sure that'll help you get book those parties. And then, like I was saying too, follow up is huge, of course, with customers. So when they're ordering, like your thank you card, your email, your message, however that you do, okay, your way, but just be consistent with it and make it you. Okay, make it to where like, wow, she took some time into that, and she really appreciates my order. Like, so that way they come back to you. So think about that, because I feel like too, follow-ups are huge, and it's going to come back in turn to help your PRV. The last one for me is events. So I haven't done many events. I've done, I think, 3, but they really have been helpful with, of course, PRV. One, because you get your face out there. Your business is out there. You're talking to people. It's a great way just to network. And so if they're, especially now, well, I say now, with COVID, it's always up and down, but there may be more events that you can plug into. So like look in your community and see, even if it's something small at like a little coffee shop or whatever, and just go and it's getting your face out there. I don't put a lot of stuff out because I want to build a relationship and I want them to order. So I have like, some stuff, but it's more of like teasing them because you want them to place that order. And at events, I try to make it really easy for them. So let's say they love the warmer I've got there, I'm showcasing, I've got my tablet ready, and she's like, I really want to buy that warmer. I'm like, well, I could order right here for you today, and bam, make it easy. Instead of just, well, here's my card, check out my website. A lot of times when they get home, unless they really want it, they're just not going to follow through. But think of ways to make it really easy and enticing. And, there you go. You've got that customer, you got that order and the PRV right there. And so it's just really kind of, like I said, I feel like those little steps help build those relationships, and it goes far, right? Customer service, which Mindy or Whitney might talk about that one. So again, just to recap what I said, don't be afraid of hearing no. Don't be afraid of asking. We have to ask, okay? And really don't be afraid to even double up on some parties. Like do 2 in a week, and you'll be surprised how much that will build your PRV. So keep asking, and also be strategic in how you ask. I hope that was helpful. Next is our powerhouse, Mindy. Can't wait to hear what she has to say.
Should I just go? Yeah. Okay. PRV. Why is PRV so important to me? Because for right now, that I get my biggest check, the biggest income comes from my own PRV. Someday I hope to get to a point where it comes from, 7,000 people on my team, but I'm not there. Most of us on this call are not there right now. Okay. I push and push and push my PRV because I don't have any other option aside for it to be high. Okay, low PRV and what I consider to be low PRV is just not an option, you guys. All I've been hearing lately, usually we hear nobody wants to join, but lately everybody's been saying nobody wants to party. Nobody wants to party. Nobody wants to party. And not just from new people, from seasoned consultants too. Nobody wants to party. And I'm telling you, you're wrong. Everybody says to everybody, no, just the people you're asking don't want to join. It's the same thing for partying. Just the people that you're asking right now in this moment don't want to party. Just like we have to go out and find the people that want to join, we have to go out and find the people that want to party. Very rarely are they going to come to you. Sometimes they do, but not all the time. Okay? We need to be the ones to go and get them. And if you don't have a party going, why are you not partying in your VIP group? Why do you even have a VIP group if you're not actually having a party in your VIP group? Your VIP group should be just as poppin' as your parties are, if not even more so. Because those are the people that we call our best customers. Then why aren't we giving them our best as well? Why are we giving more to people we don't even know than to the people that are in Scentsy Club, than the people that are placing their 10th and 11th order over and over and over again? No, you need to give just as much attention to that. If you're not partying in your VIP group, then don't have one. Don't do that. That's wasting your time. Okay, so why is my PRV so high? What's my big top secret? Is that, you guys, I'm a friggin' shark, and I go after what I want, and I'm not stopping until I get it. I like to have 3 parties starting every single Monday. And it didn't start off like that for me. My party I did when I first didn't even join yet. My first party was nothing. My party did like 0. Katrina had to call in her VIPs to help my party. The next 3 parties that I did were 0. But guys, oh well, I kept on going. And now I'm at a place where I can have 3 parties going every single Monday. I don't offer something else if I'm not set on what I have going on right now. Now, every now and then I had this woman say to me just today, well, I think I want to do one closer to the holidays because I want people to really holiday shop. Okay, well, let's get you in on December 6th because I'm pretty sure the last day for Christmas shipping is the 15th. So let's do it then. And I got her in. I'm not going to wait. No, let's pick a date now. Let's do it now. Because if I have her booked now, she's more likely to not say no. At the bare minimum, she'll invite her friends, not do anything. That's okay. I have all your friends now to talk to. Once you've invited your friends, I don't need you. I mean, really, I have your friends. And from there, I can book more parties or get you free stuff too. Okay. My only option is to have high PRV. Low PRV is just not an option for me. I have quite a few whys, to be honest. One of them is extremely personal. It's just for me. Nobody else knows it, and that's okay. And that drives me. And the other one is that me personally, I want to be a part in paying off my family's debt. My debt that I have by myself, my husband's debt that he has by himself, and our joint debt. $100 a month paycheck from 500 PRV is not going to cut it. That is a waste of my time. Thousands, $2,000, that'll work. That'll get me where I want to be to help my family. Okay, so let's talk about parties. Okay, the number one thing I do for my parties is I make them so unbelievably easy for my customers to shop that I think a lot of your children could probably shop from them. I've been in Scentsy parties before, and I've seen people post wax and warmers on day 1, and then they're posting cotton cleanups and light bulbs on the last day of the party. How does that make any sense? That makes no sense. Why do you want your customers to say, I wish I would have known about that? How many people honestly are going to pay $6 for their cotton cleanups plus $8 shipping plus $3 tax? They're not doing that. I wouldn't do that. Or on a pack of colored light bulbs. I make my party so easy so that if it's, oh, I wish I would have known you had this before I ordered, it's something so completely separate that they're placing a new order because they want to order all the car stuff that wasn't posted on day one, but they got their cotton cleanups and they got their colored light bulbs with their warmers and their wax. They saw it all. Make it easy for them. Another thing that I do it's a personal pet peeve of mine when I'm in someone's VIP group or a guest in someone else's party. I honestly cannot stand it when there's boom, August shopping link right at the top as an announcement, and that's it. As a consultant, you guys, honestly, that's lazy. Okay, that's lazy. You're making it easier for yourself and harder for your customers. Okay, most of the time when I'm scrolling through groups or parties, it's 10:30 at night. And guess what? I'm lazy. Yeah, it only takes a second to scroll back up to the top and find the link, but I'm lazy and I don't want to do it, and I'll do it tomorrow. I will never have anybody in my parties ever or VIP group say, where's the link to shop? No, I'm not doing that. If it is a Scentsy related post, that link is there. Now, if it's which one has to go, tacos, hamburgers, pizza, or wings, now I'm not going to post my Scentsy link there because that's ridiculous. Okay. If it has to do with Scentsy, the link is in the description of what it's about every single time, every single post. It has to be easy for the customer. Okay, let's be real, guys. People nowadays are lazy. People are lazy. So you can't have lazy guests, a lazy host, and a lazy consultant. When you're doing your parties, it honestly takes an extra 3 minutes maybe to add the link to all of the Scentsy related posts. And if you're using one of those things that's like already generated that one app, I'm sure you have to go in and change the names anyway. Add the link in there. Do not post one link at the top. It's 3 extra minutes of your time to make it easier for them versus easier for you. And guys, that brings in, I know it, so many sales because the link is so accessible, because I've been someone that's like, well, I can't find the link. Forget it. I'll figure it out later. Well, guess what? I forget. And then, oh, well, if they don't have my sale, maybe I remember to do it next month. But if it's someone's party, then the party's over and, oh, well, missed it. You know, they missed out. No, make it easy, easy, easy for your customers. Make your posts make sense. Do not post cotton cleanups at the end of the party. And someone's like, oh, I wish I would have known. Yeah, it's only 6 PRV, but it's 6 PRV. What if you're 6 PRV away from your goal? Okay, make it easy for them. Okay, now let's move on to our hosts. Okay, guess what? Sometimes hosts suck. Okay, it is what it is. Okay, but you cannot hold their friends accountable for them sucking. Okay, that's not fair. And here's why. Okay, I had a host once that invited her friends, and that was it. She didn't comment on anything. She didn't even like anything. You know how sometimes on the posts you can see who looks at it? She didn't even look at it. Nothing. She did nothing. The party sucked. Obviously, there were no sales. On one hand, at the end of the party, I was like, oh, this is it. I've hit my peak. I'm over. I'm done. Forget it. You know, I'm all washed up. But on the other hand, I said, but you know what? There was one girl that commented once. I'm going for it. Okay, so I messaged her. Now, I use the word support lightly, but I said, thank you so much for supporting so-and-so. I would love the opportunity to do a party for you as well. Not only did she say yes, she then said, you know what, ask this girl to do a party too. She loves doing parties and she's never done a Scentsy party before. Ask her. That girl said yes, had an over $500 party. Okay, the original girl, her party didn't really do too hot, but then her mom wanted to do a party. Not only was her mom's party over $500, Her mom now has a Scentsy Club subscription that runs monthly of $100 and has placed her 21st order last week. This was in March. And I'm not exaggerating because I can see it on the Amy app. Okay, so had I thrown my hands up in the air and walked away from that party, look at what I'd be missing out on. How many people would give anything to have a $100 Scentsy Club every month? Every month, not quarterly, every month. No, you have to go for what you want. You guys nominating the host is amazing. And it is a great way to get your foot in the door. But let's be real, sometimes the host doesn't comment. It's happened to me, it's happened to you guys. Sometimes they don't comment. Okay, how the host chooses to act in their party, that's on them. What you choose to do afterwards, well, that's on you. That's not the host's problem. If you don't book a party from their sucky party, how is that her problem? No, go after what you want, guys. Go after what you want. Get the people to do the parties. Get them on the books. Schedule those parties, 2 a week, 3 a week, 4 a week, whatever you can handle. The only way for you to get your PRV up is for you to be a shark and you to go get what you want. Oh, wow, we have sucky parties, guys. I was ghosted by 3 people all at the same time. All 3 of those hosts completely ghosted me. I put so much time and so much energy and try to make my parties as fun as I can all the time. I'm constantly updating them, constantly changing them, constantly trying to make them fun. And all 3 of them ghosted me all at the same time. But guess what? Oh, well, how I choose to respond, that has nothing to do with them. That's on me. Let's move on to the next people. I feel a lot of the times everybody personalizes it. Oh, I suck. I can't do it. I'm not good. I'm not a good consultant. This isn't working out. This isn't what I thought it was going to be. No. I mean, maybe your parties suck. I don't know. Invite somebody to it and get their honest opinion. Maybe your parties are boring, but you have to also look at your parties and say, okay, if I was a guest in my own party, would I participate in this party? Because I'm telling you right now, if you slap a whole bunch of National Hot Dog Day photos on there, I would never respond to that personally, ever. I'd be like, oh, that's cute. Maybe you'd get a like out of me. No, you guys have to make the parties fun so that you have fun. Is your party fun? If your party's fun, the people will show up. Okay? Now, the other thing that I've been doing to help with customer service and to help with PRV since the beginning, really since I guess the last catalog launch, because it's all about Moon over Jupiter. Okay, if somebody says, oh, I love this, but it's sold out, why would you only say to them, oh, well, it'll be back on the 10th, the end? What? No, it is not their responsibility to remember when it's going to come out, nor are they going to. Okay, when people say to me, this is back in stock on the 10th, okay, great. And that's the end of the conversation. Write it down, get your notebook, write it down on the date it comes out, what it is they want, write their name down, and then you do the hard work and you go to them. I had this woman that really wanted cotton cleanups, but they've been sold out for forever. They finally came back this summer and they were here for a while. And I messaged her, I said, hey, cotton cleanups are back in stock. Here's the link, go grab them before they're gone again. She said, well, look at you remembering what I liked, and placed a $60 order for somebody who just wanted cotton cleanups. She was so impressed by the fact that I had to remember that. And it took me 2 seconds to write down cotton cleanups and her name. Cotton cleanups came back in stock. I messaged her, I sent her the link. I did the same thing with Moon over Jupiter, especially because it came back on sale. When it came back, it was already on sale. I had a list of like 6 people that wanted it. You message all of them, you send them the link directly to the item so that they don't have to search. Take an extra 2 seconds of your time to make it easy for them. You guys, I promise you it pays off. I really, really try to make it as easy as possible for my customers to shop or for my party guests to shop. And you guys, I'm not like sitting at home doing nothing with all the time in the world. I'm exhausted. Okay, I teach dance 3 nights a week. I teach 1 night in the morning. I'm going back to school for 2 classes. My husband's gone the majority of the time. When he is here, his schedule's insane. My kids are literally insane. Okay, but it's worth it to me. It's honestly worth it to me to stay up late sometimes doing this, doing the extra work so that my customers have it easy. If they have it easy, they will shop from me because it's just easy. Well, let me shop from Mindy because it's easy. I know the link is going to be there 1,000 times, probably on the first post that I see. It's going to be right there. It's easy and I can just get what I want. Literally have had orders placed at like 1 o'clock in the morning. I know a lot of us have, but it's because it's easy. If the link is accessible, it is easier for them to shop. I have been the person that says, well, forget it. I can't find the link. Oh, well, I'll figure it out later. I'll order that bag from somebody else some other day. I can't find the link. I'm not dealing with it. I literally don't have time for this. It's a bag. Okay. People will say the same thing about a bar of wax. Well, I can't find the link. Forget it. I'll just grab some more when I go to Walmart or Target. No, make it easy for them. Take 2 more seconds out of your day to make it easy. And I promise you it'll pay off. Okay. But here's the deal. If I have to do 3 parties every week for the next 8 years, so that when I'm 40, I can be living my life like Chloe Cox, I'll tell you what, I'll do it. Where do I sign up? I will run my behind into the ground so that I can be living like that when I'm 40. Absolutely. Absolutely. So you know what? I'll stay up till 10:30 posting the link in every single Scentsy related comment in all of my parties. If that means that's what the outcome is going to be, why would you not do that? Why is that not the goal 8 years from now? Why is it not worth it? Is it? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? 2 more seconds of your time to hit copy and paste that link? I think it's worth it. And that's why I go for it. And that's why I don't settle for anything. I have 1 party going right now, but you know what? That's okay because I had 4 last Monday and I have 2 starting next Monday. So it's okay. It'll make up for it. And my posts in my VIP group are firing off every day. And people are actively commenting every day because it's fun and it's easy. And it's more important to me for it to be easy for them than for it to be easy for me. And that's it in a nutshell. If you have any questions, let me know.
Whitney, you're muted. We can't hear you.
I'm on 2 different things. Hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
What I was saying was that those were both amazing. Those are things that I've never even thought about, to be completely honest with you. And that's why it's great to hear from other people because, I mean, I've sent people the direct link for like something specific, but I've never thought about doing that in a party, you know? So love that. Let me pull my notes up real quick. I did want to start by saying that PRV is so much more than sales. So that's what we started this call with, is that it is the base of your business, but for many reasons. So obviously the sales are great. That's the main purpose of them. But you have to see your PRV as an opportunity too, because if you have the same amount of PRV every single month, you have the customer base, you're not partying, you're not growing, you're doing yourself a disservice. You're doing your business a disservice. Why? Because you're not growing. You're not meeting new people. We at Scentsy are a party plan company. So whether you like it or not, you need to be partying. Whatever that looks like to you, you need to be partying, okay? Like Mindy said, stop saying people don't want to party. Stop saying people don't want to party. They may not want to do a Facebook party. You're right. They may not want to do a personal shopping link. That's right. They may not want to do a home party, but they want to get free and half price Scentsy. They want a party. Okay. The more your PRV is growing, the more your customer base is growing, the more opportunities you have to have those party and join conversations. If you get to a point in your business where you're like, I feel like I've asked everyone, it's because you're not growing your customer base. Okay. And that comes from partying. Okay. You get to a point where you're like, I am stuck. I don't have anyone else to ask. I've literally gone through my list of customers and asked if they wanted to host a party or join, whatever it may be, and you feel stuck, you need to go grow your customer base, whatever that looks like. Event, home party, ask one of your best friends, whatever it may be, a relaunch of your own business in your own VIP group. All of those things can help you with growing your customer base. If you are, and I say this from experience because I used to not party. I had such an amazing customer base. When I lived in Georgia, I did not party because I didn't need to. I got my 500 every month. It wasn't a big deal. I didn't have anyone pushing me to do more. I didn't have anyone suggesting that 2K was a thing. Okay. But I was also stuck. I wasn't growing, and I wasn't growing my team either because I wasn't meeting new people. Literally the last 10 people that have joined my team, I've never met in real life. I've met through a party. Okay? And I've built that relationship with them and I've gotten to know them. All because of a party. All because of PRV. Okay? So, specific PRV, open house and home parties. This is the OG of our business. Okay? This is how things used to be done. Everything was in home. You invited people over, you laid out some snacks and wine, you had all your friends over, and you did an old school party. I will say that a lot of things have changed since then. But one thing that hasn't changed is this is going to be your biggest producer for sales that you will ever get with any party. For many reasons. One, you get to see and smell.
I'll take a little. That's plenty.
Okay, can you hear me now? I don't know what that was.
I'm sorry. I went to unmute. I went to mute someone else and it muted you.
Okay.
Like they moved.
That's totally fine. So the reason that the home parties are the OG of our business is because people can see, smell, touch our products. They can see how big it is in person. They can see what it feels like. They can see the texture. They can obviously smell the scents. Hello, that's the biggest one, right? But the other side of that is that you get to build a one-on-one relationship with these people. They get to see that you're a real person, right? That they actually get to see your personality. Not everyone can see that through a post if you're doing Facebook parties, or see it through a text if you're doing a follow-up, okay? But when you're talking to someone and you're showing them what your favorite thing is, that's going to go a lot further. So my point with that is, if anyone ever asks you to do a home party, you have to get over yourself and say yes. If I find out that anyone is saying no to a home party, unless it's because of COVID, I'm going to find you, okay? It will be your best producer. It will be your highest party you ever have because the people are in person. You will get more leads for other parties. You'll get more leads for joins, all of those things. They're also great for in-between catalogs. If you have not had a sip and sniff at your house, if you're comfortable in doing so, you need to do that. You need to plan that within the next probably 3 weeks. Mine is scheduled for the end of the month because of our schedule. Why? I don't care if one person shows up. I don't care if nobody shows up. The fact that you get whatever you have on hand and go live, you have to do it. You have to. Please trust me with this. I do not have a large local customer base because not long after we moved here, COVID hit. And so I haven't had the opportunity to meet a bunch of people that aren't right here by my house. But I still have 2 to 5 people show up every sip and sniff. I've had very loyal customers. I've had Scentsy Club orders. I've had hosts. I've had people introduce me to people that have eventually joined my team from a sip and sniff, from someone coming to my house. One lady came, her boys tore my boys' room up, made them, and she introduced me to 3 people who are now some of my best customers, okay? All because of a sip and sniff. So plan that. Whether that looks like just a few testers out on the table, or if you put every single warmer that you have that's available in our catalog out. I don't care what it looks like. And call it whatever you want. So yes, never say no to a home party or open house. If you don't have someone to do it for you, do it yourself. Do it for yourself regardless, okay? The other thing is Scentsy Club, just another way to get PRV. Mindy hit on this a little bit. This is consistent, easy PRV. Once you have those orders that are coming in every single month, it is literally all you have to do is send a thank you and send a follow-up, okay? Scentsy emails them and tells them something is coming. Scentsy emails them and tells them that, like, this is your time that you can edit it. They do literally all the work for you. But the thing with the Scentsy Club is, 1, are you sharing it? Are you talking about it? Are you sharing the perks of it? And most importantly, do you have your own Scentsy Club subscription? If you don't have your Scentsy Club subscription, you can't share with your customer how it works or how to set something up, or just simple things like always get my bar or the 10% off. All of those things, if you don't have your own club, you're not going to know, or you're not going to know as well as if you had your own club. I don't care if it has 1 bar in it. You can even just go through the settings to set it up and don't press checkout. But you should know the ins and outs of that program, because the perks of just always get my bar. I have a club full of always get my bars. Full. It's embarrassing. It's to the point where it's like out of control, but guess what? I don't go without my scents, okay? And I share that. So my goal right now is still, I'm right there at it, to get 500 PRV every single month just from Scentsy Club. That's doing nothing. Nothing, okay? But you have to learn the perks of that. You have to be sharing that. You can't just assume that people know what club is, okay? Nope, not the last thing. Bag parties. This is a party on the go. This can look like anything from, I keep mine simple. If it's someone local, I'll do it bigger, but if it's someone who's not local, I send it in a way that they don't have to send anything back to me. I send it in a cute little dollar pencil pouch from the dollar store with samples and some testers I don't need back, with a scent circle, some order forms, and a QR code to order, okay? You can make it as little or as big as you want. The biggest thing is these bag parties are really, really, really good for people who work in an office, whether that be dental, just admin assistant, whatever it may be, but it's someone who actually goes to a job. It's amazing. Even if they're having an online party, ask them, hey, can I send you a bag party to take to work with you so they can smell? And again, just put in whatever samples you have already pre-made and get them out of your house so someone else can smell them, okay? Put in a catalog in there, put a scent of the month sample, put a scent circle in there, and put a QR code that goes to the link of the online party, okay? It does not have to be extravagant. You don't have to look at someone else's and think, oh my gosh, I can't do this. Simplify it to you, okay? That's really all I have on bag parties. I don't do a ton of bag parties. Anya was supposed to go over that, but I told her I would talk about it. But just know that I have done them before. For my local people, I do bigger. So I do, like, I have a full-size warmer that just goes in my bag parties. I have room spray. I have a wax bar, send them up that they can have, scent circle, and it's just a big bag. It has a buddy clip on the side, super cute. That's for my local people, okay? But again, for my non-local, it's literally stuff I don't want back, okay? Follow-ups. So Tara hit on this, but I think that follow-ups are something that people think they can get away without doing, and you can't. in our business, it is a relationship building business. If you're not, a follow-up is not always, hey, how did you like your Scentsy? It's, hey, I saw your dog sick. I'm so sorry, I'm thinking of you. Okay? It's touching base with your customers. It's telling them and showing them that they're not just an order to you, but they're actually a person. They're a friend. Okay? Follow-up can build those relationships deeper than you'll ever know. I received a Christmas card from a customer I've never met this past Christmas, and it literally brought tears to my eyes because I know her, but I don't know her. And she sent me a Christmas card, and I just met, like, she sees me in that way, right? I mean, it was just amazing because I've built that relationship with her. She's an older lady. She's super sweet. But that all came from a party again. And I followed up with her, and I talked to her, and I helped her pick her scents, and all of those little things add up to these people knowing that you're their go-to person, okay? Follow-ups need to be part of your business plan. You need a system for your follow-ups. How are you doing them? When are you doing them? What day of the week are you doing them? How often are you doing them? All of those things. Amy is my go-to. Some people use a spreadsheet. I don't care what you use. I don't care if you go through your orders at once a week and just follow up with everyone who ordered. You have to be talking to your customers, okay? It's a part of our customer service and part of how you run your business. Follow-ups are non-negotiable, okay? And it's under PRV because it leads to that trust. It leads to that relationship for them to want to come back to you and spend their money with you, okay? And the good old LTOs. I have a love-hate relationship with these LTOs. Scentsy does LTOs like no other company. First and foremost, they are the cherry on top. They're the sprinkles to our business. They are extra. And if you don't see them as extra, you're going to start getting in the habit of relying on those LTOs. And when you start relying on LTOs, you have the chance of missing out on them because they sell out. You have the opportunity for a lot of people to be super disappointed, okay, if you're not setting your customers up for success, to tell them how LTOs really work. We have to change our mindset on these. We have a ton of them. We know they're coming every single month, but we don't know what they are, what kind of PRV they are going to be, when they're coming, except a few days before. LTOs are not included on our 200 active by the 5th, 500 by the 15th, okay? They are extra PRV, and you have to change your mindset to know that you can't get on the end of the month and say, oh, we've got Harry Potter and fall collection and God knows what else we're going to have coming this month. I don't need to book any parties. I'll get enough sales from that to get my 500 to be paid at title. That's not running a business. That's not a business plan, okay? You don't know what it's going to cost. Like I said, you don't know when it's coming. You don't know if it'll be delayed and it won't even come. It won't even happen, okay? So we have to stop relying on those, and we have to stop teaching our customers to rely on those. Again, they are a limited time only product. That means that you are not guaranteed it, okay? The way you put these in, and this is a different training, needs to be the easiest way for you and them, okay? But you have to set them up to know what they are and how they work, okay? I'm not looking at the comments, so I don't see what's going on. But the last thing I will say about PRV, and Mindy hit on this, is it has to be a non-negotiable in your business. If you don't have PRV, you have nothing. If you don't have your active by the 5th, if you don't have your 500 by the 15th, if you're a leader, that needs to be your main goal. We're not training people. We're not coaching people. We're not posting on our team page. We are not doing anything but getting our PRV to a certain point, whatever that looks like, okay? And yes, I'm always going to tell you 2K. Why? Because when I was told I needed to do 2K and I really said, okay, I'm going to try my best, That's when my business changed. So if your leader's telling you, oh, as long as you get your 500 by the end of the month, that's them. I'm here to tell you, no, that's not enough for me. Okay, I want you shooting for 500 by the 15th. That's your first goal. Once you hit that, then we can move on to more. But I'm not ever going to tell you to do the minimum. I'm not going to teach you to do the minimum because we are a no cap income business. And if you are doing the minimum in your business to get by, you're not going to go anywhere. And that all starts with PRV. Okay. Anybody have anything else? Mindy, Tara, did y'all have anything else that came up while other people were talking that y'all wanted to go over? Nope. Maybe? Yes? I can't see y'all, so.
No, it was all amazing, all fire. I hope y'all have notes. I love it.
It's so good. I learned so much too, so I hope it was helpful. Katrina, if you want to cut the recording.